This is Romy Mac, and welcome to another episode of The Locker Room. Romy Mac 2 Cents presents The Locker Room. For those who've been following, you already know that stuff. But, today's topics we're going to touch into, obviously, the Philadelphia Eagles going against one of the greatest opponents to ever grace the football stage on the Super Bowl level. And LeBron going to Golden State. Fuck that, basically. But let me see what Karumbe think about that. Karumbe, what's happening, home?
Yo, I'm in the building, man.
Yeah. You going to Golden State with LeBron, man?
I don't fucking like LeBron anyway. I tell you this: if you real basketball fans,
yeah,
you ain't gonna fall. You ain't gonna go for that shit, yo.
Yeah, it's me personally, man. If he goes, he goes. I haven't watched basketball like the way I watched NFL in such a long time, So I wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't do the business any good for him to go there. And, in a sense, and LeBron came out recently talking about the double standard. Like if a GM does it, no one bats an eye. But if like a player does it, it's the end of the world.
It's a fucking GM. It's not a player. The GM's not going into the damn Hall of Fame or something.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro, man. I be saying this shit about LeBron. Nobody don't want to listen to me, though. They always want to fucking, like up him as some fucking outstanding ass person or something, man. Like, that dude be doing some off the wall ass shit, and people just let it slide through the cracks. They're like, no, they try to make excuses for him. And I say this, if any other player would have been doing this over.
Yeah. So I mean,
if any other player would be doing what he was doing, man, it'd be hell and high water. Real talk.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a decline. It shows NBA on a decline. I mean, like I said, I'm not into it like I once was, and I don't know how you can get on the fact that we're just gonna pile up a bunch of stars together and then just pummel.
I'm gonna tell you this: they trying to make him out to be a Jordan so bad. They trying everything.
But they question.
He brings it straight way.
They question like if he gets his.
Stay with the same team.
Why does he have to walk? Why does his basketball career have to channel Jordan? Why is it that he's not able to make his own?
Because that's what he's chasing.
I guess. Well,
that's what.
It's too late. It's too late for that.
That's what Kobe chased. That's what LeBron's chasing.
Listen,
they don't even care about everyone who plays basketball.
It's too late for that. It's too late for that shit, man. Because one, you've already lost in the NBA Finals.
No, but they still pump him up. They still pump.
No, they've already lost in the NBA Finals. That's the end of that. That discussion is over right there. As far as like him being Jordan, Jordan's never lost in the final.
If that was me, and I wanted to chase Jordan, I would have built my own franchise. I would have built a franchise up. Not saying that Kobe built the franchise up.
Have a why not have everybody come to Cleveland? Ideally, that's what I would think. I would be the one to have folks coming to Cleveland, not so much of me going to Golden State, because it looks a lot better. I mean, granted, they'll still say, "Oh, well, he needed help and all that shit," but I foresee having them come to him. That would be a better. I think that looks a hell of a lot better to him going to Golden State. I'm not telling him to bring, Steph Curry and the guys to Cleveland, but get folks, decent players. Like I said, like they wanted to say Boogie Cousins was going to come to Cleveland, before the injury and all that shit. But have the likes of a Boogie Cousins come there in the off season, or a DeAndre Jordan, and shift some other folks around. Get rid of Isaiah Thomas. You do not need him. Isaiah Thomas, but man, he hasn't fully recovered either. In his defense, but you shouldn't play. But that's why you shouldn't play before you're healed, man. Because it shows on the court. And then it was actually It was actually Isaiah Thomas who called that meeting towards Kevin Love. You know, that's what from what we understand from sources inside the camp, that it was Isaiah Thomas that was calling the meeting to call out, call out Kevin Love for I guess lack of effort, lack of play, aggression and shit. So that's my stance on that. I want to touch on a little bit on NFL, man, and then we can get back into everything else. But so the Eagles, a lot of people are definitely so a lot of people want the Eagles to win for the simple fact that they hate the Patriots.
Ooh, I don't.
And
I'm real. I hate the Patriots, but this is what, if people want to say they got somebody now that's better than somebody in the past, like older cats got Jordan. You know what I'm saying? They got Jordan. Tom Brady is the best.
Yes.
By far.
He's my favorite. He is my favorite.
This Patriots team is the best.
Yeah, we're witnessing history. I said that, man. I said we are witnessing history. I mean, a lot of people are saying, yeah, they hate Tom Brady. You only hate him because they win. That's it.
Yeah, I don't like Tom Brady, but I want him to win. There will be no argument that he's the best. There's no fucking argument now. No one should be able to say shit when it comes to when they say Patriots. When you think football, you should think Patriots. That's it. Like when you think basketball, people who don't even follow basketball know who the Bulls are. They know who Jordan is. They don't know who Tom Brady is. They don't know about the Patriots. That's how the sport gonna look.
Yeah. This is my thing. What I think is gonna happen. Super Bowl prediction right here on the locker room. Romy Mac's prediction. If I had money on the game, smart money, I'm putting it on New England. Because they can capitalize at any moment. It's been proven time and time again that they can capitalize at any moment. But at the same time, this is how I see Philadelphia. If I'm smart, like smart money has on New England, but I'm pulling for Philadelphia, if this makes sense. And this is how I feel that they can do it. The defense has to play 60 minutes. 60 minutes of defense. Now what that means is that the offense has to help them out. They have to stay on the field as long as they can, because the defense is not going to be able to take a break the entire game, because the Patriots will find a way to be in the game. It was proven last year with Atlanta. That was the third quarter. Going into the fourth quarter, it was 28-10, and they found a way to come back and win it. So I would definitely like to see Philly get their first ring. That'd be awesome for them to get their first ring. I just feel for anybody who lives in the city of Philadelphia, if indeed they win, because that city is going to go into uproar. Freeway album is going to sell out on iTunes tomorrow, on Monday. I don't know, everybody's going to buy Kevin Hart stand up. Philly is just going to be in it. Rocky's going to be on TV all day Monday. It's about to be Philly Central. For real. But I foresee if Nick Foles can just do what he's been doing, the past few games, I feel like the Eagles have a solid chance, man. I think they have a solid chance to make it, to win this game. If you apply pressure to Tom Brady, I think you're shoo-in. The Patriots revolve around Tom Brady. I don't think
you're shoo-in if you do that, bro.
What's up?
Not a shoo-in.
Man.
Everybody who does that in a Super Bowl, they lose. They fucking lose bad. It's like they be waiting on it.
Well, of course.
You gotta understand, as soon as you apply pressure, it's going to Grump. He gonna fucking score. You already know it. It's the same shit. I already seen it enough times. For me, to not be as heavy in football as I usually am, I done seen that shit enough times to know what's gonna happen. Believe me.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. People ain't they don't find that shit yet. They're crazy.
Yeah, I see. I think there's this chance. I give the Eagles a solid chance, man. I'll be like I said. I'll be rooting for them. New England is still that, don't get me wrong.
Better teams.
Yeah.
Better teams than this Eagles team that's went against the Patriots and fucking lost.
I'll tell you what, like, we're still not able to name any. We're still not able to name any New England wide receivers, and they still win.
Exactly.
That's my thing. They are.
They built the win.
They can't be beat though. They can't be beat.
You know how like Golden State felt like they built the team up from scratch. That's how I feel. But that's how you look when you look at them. Like they just win. They know their roles and they win, and it's been working for years. It's rare now not to think of them being in the Super Bowl. Think about if next year they're not in the Super Bowl. You was like, ah, dang, what the fuck happened? And you hear ESPN saying how they fell apart and all this shit, blah blah blah. But it's rare not to hear about them in the damn Super Bowl. It'll be a shocker.
Oh, man.
And then I heard Tom Brady like, why everybody want me to quit for?
Yeah, like he ain't going nowhere. He don't want to. He don't feel it. He's yet to show any signs. He's getting MVP at 40 years old, bro. 40.
Exactly.
That's cold right there, man.
Why would I stop doing something I like to do if I'm still wrecking my people?
Yeah. Jordan, how old was Jordan when he got his last MVP?
30-something?
I think he was 34. Yeah. I want to say that. Yeah. He was 30 in season MVP. I don't think he didn't get season MVP for the 98 season. I don't think so. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. But another incident, man, that went down on last night. Matter of fact, so I want you to imagine, picture yourself as an NBA player or any athlete playing in whatever sport, and you lose in a last second shot because you got caught sleeping on defense, and a fan of the team that wins finds a way to get on the court and gets in your face. I mean, what would be your reaction, Karumbe? Like if there was a fan that came in your face, like.
Man, seeing how I make millions of dollars, I would just accept it. Now, seeing that I don't make millions of dollars, yo, man, it'd be malice in the palace. It'd be fucking malice in the palace, yo. It'd be all over again.
I promise you.
That was A Boogie. If that was Boogie, it'd be malice in the palace. I feel if that was Boogie on the court and they did that, it'd be malice in the palace. We know if it's Ron Artest was gonna be. Like, shit. What if Ron Artest is in the NBA today, man?
Yeah, well, I thought he was. I think he's on the bench for the Lakers, if I'm not mistaken.
Where all the Ron Artests.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is, but anyway, Russell Westbrook yesterday, a fan got in his face after it, and he messed up on defense. He got caught sleeping, and or was a miscommunication on their defense, and then he had, what did he do next? After that, the fan gets in his face like, yeah, we beat you or whatever, and Russell pushes his ass out the way. And I probably would have done the very same thing. I don't know if they're gonna give him. I don't know if they give him a fine. Because think about it, man. If he can get in that close proximity to an athlete, exactly, he could have had a gun on him. He could have had a knife.
You want to know what it reminds me of? Like back in the day, before people knew what wrestling was fake.
Yeah.
There used to be stories of the fucking people stabbing the wrestlers. Like Ric Flair has been stabbed. In real life, it's either Ric Flair or Arn Anderson. They were stabbed in real life over the shit they did as like the Four Horsemen.
Yeah, because they attacked Dusty, the legendary America Dream.
It's like it's bad. There's people who hate basketball players a lot.
The America Dream.
The common person, I hate to say it, is a fucking idiot. Because there's people who write death threats to people who play on Game of Thrones. Like, there's people who want to kill people who play on a TV show.
Yeah, I know, like how Jada Pinkett Say Jada Pinkett did the same shit. Her character did the same shit on Low Down Dirty Shame when she saw Chad from As the Heart Turns and then hit that motherfucker for cheating on her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People actually that crazy, man. They live. They people who don't have nothing.
Believe me, I grew up in a household during the summer at my grandma's house, and I would see them get so upset at soap opera characters. You know, it's like I thought you knew Victor Newman and shit, but that's funny. That's funny. You know, it gets like that. I mean, it's not good for the actors it's themselves, but as you know, some people do take that shit to heart.
Some people take that shit way too serious. When you look at it, they are willing to do that to like soap opera characters. They'll do that to a basketball player easily and would think nothing of it. That's why I'd be like, yeah, you got a point there. If he can get that close to you and almost hurt you, then something needs to be done about that. But if that player was to do something to him, they'll be in the wrong. You know it.
Yeah.
I can't believe you did that to that guy.
I might have to take the fine. It would have been a melee in Denver, because I think that's what they played last night.
They ain't got enough common sense,
bruh. Like I promise you, if a guy got I'm telling the natural instinct I just lost to. I know how I get when I lose a video game. Like if a motherfucker say some dumb shit in the game, you know what? That rebel shit be annoying me. Like, you ever be playing the game or something like that, and like, I don't know, whoever's in the room with you just say some shit, they don't really know what the fuck they're talking about, and for some reason, it just gets to you when you lose. That shit irks the fuck out of me, and I don't want to attack anybody, you know. So I try to, you know, I try to just to keep my cool, with that, but sometimes it can get to me, man. Like losing in 2K or losing in Madden, definitely hockey. You know, I lose my shit with that, man. But especially if I lose by like a last second like shot, that shit hurt. That shit hurt like hell. So I know that in real life, it has to be even worse. You know. Yeah.
What is that?
So, what else? Migos. Yeah, that's what I want to rap to you about, man. Amigos album came out, I believe last Friday. It came out last Friday. I listened to it for the first time yesterday, and it actually came. You know, I actually dig it. You know, it's their style or whatever. You know, they've earned that slot in music today, based off of how they do music. So I would say that, you know, also ultimately listen to the first 15 tracks. It's like 24 tracks on this album. It's not even a double album. It's just like 24 tracks, almost like Outkast with Stank On Ya. There's they got Travis Scott. Travis Scott is a feature. Of course, that Motorsport song with like Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. Who else is on the thing? 21 Savage. The song with 21 Savage is dope. I like that. I like that one a lot. But I mean, overall, you know, it's just a lot of that. You know, that shit. Yeah, that shit. You know how they do? They picking, they pocking, they popping, they eating, they dipping, they coupling. Yeah, that shit. And then that's what be. That's pretty much the, you know, I joke about it, but I mean, that shit ride. That shit rides in the car. They have great producers. Their producers.
I might just use it for gym music.
Their producers know their sound, so they it works. You know, it works well for them. So I fuck with it. Also this week, Justin Timberlake has returned. And you know, I'm pretty sure the album is going to be good. I'm a Justin fan. I've been a Justin fan since the first.
I've been a Justin fan for a long time. I was embarrassed to get his album the first time when it came out.
Yeah, look at you. Yeah.
Like, what they gonna think, man? I got
Hell, you gave me the copy of Future Sex Love Sound. We played that shit out, bro. Burnt that motherfucker out, man.
I'm like, man, my hood car gonna get revoked, man. On Justin Timberlake. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Nah, man, fuck that. Justin Timberlake.
It took one of my other really sad. Like he was embarrassed. He had that shit.
Yeah,
so I was like, damn, you got it, and fucking, I'm gonna bump this motherfucker.
That shit was good, man. I mean, Future Sex Love Sounds was a great album. 2020 Experience too.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, you talking about whatever that shit is called. Justified. Yeah, Justified.
Justified, hell yeah.
It had all Virginia production, so that was my senior year. That was my senior year, man. When that came out, and yeah, it was Justified was a lot of production by Virginia producers Pharrell Williams and Tim Mosley, better known as Timberland. And it just made me proud being a music producer myself. It's like, wow, it's like we, I'm a part of that, being a part of that Virginia sound.
Right now, y'all got the battle rap game. Y'all got a bunch of fucking monsters out the battle rap game.
You really want to talk North Carolina? North Carolina, you really want to talk? Briz Rothstein, T-Top.
Y'all got Av. Y'all got Tay-Rock from Baltimore. Though.
Yeah, even Baltimore. Well, I mean, that ain't too far. That ain't too far from where my grandma stayed. So,
he does for DMV.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like it, but I haven't heard Justin's album, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure the album's gonna be dope. And I understand it has a mix of like country and then probably what we're used to hearing from Justin. So we'll see what happens. It'll be it'll be dope. Like, check it out. And Grammys passed this past week, and I don't know what I mean, obviously we know how the Grammys feels about rap music, but Kendrick's performance was hella dope. Your girl Cardi B, she performed with Bruno, and it was what's wild though? She's actually a good performer. I'll give credit where credit's due. She's actually a good performer. I still don't like the verse. I don't like the verse for the song. I don't feel like the verse went with the finesse track, but she's a good performer. That little move where she's like pushing Bruno back and he's doing the moonwalk. That shit was nasty, bro. That was dope. I think that as far as like her future goes as an artist, yeah, and in today's society, she really could be.
They put too much stock in her.
Yeah.
Her future is gonna go, because
that's what I'm saying. Like,
trying to get rid of Nicki Minaj as much as possible. So
Nicki's doing that by herself though. Cause think about it. Think about it, bro. When the last time you heard a Nicki record?
Because they ain't playing that shit.
But you gotta come out with it. You gotta come out with the record though. I mean, what music has she came out that's like hers? I'm not talking about her being featured. I'm talking about her shit. When's the last time you heard a Nicki Minaj record? Like, maybe she's got other ventures, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she does have she has what, the liquor, she has the I think she has, I don't know if it's a clothing line, but I know she has like a lip line or something like that, or makeup line. So, I mean, when you get to that point, you get to that status, I mean, you're invested. I mean, you got yourself on other investments, your mindset gets away from you. So, maybe, we'll see what happens. I personally feel like her time is set. She's especially as much music comes out today, being in the game for like on the public eye from 2010 to now, I'd say she had a good fucking run, man. I mean, 7 years is a long time, as far as like, as far as a rapper goes, especially a female MC, like female MCs tend to they have a little run, and then it just it disappears. I mean, how long did Moni Love's career last? How long did Queen Latifah's career last? In the public eye, as far as like making legitimate hits. How long did MC Light's career last? Eve, what I mean? Like, it don't last forever. Eve had like 2 albums that are like considered, the standout records. She's had a couple singles here and there, but
I don't think it's like how long it's gonna last. I think it's the time now.
That's what I'm saying. Like the timing about everything. The kids want They want shit right here, right now, and that's it, man. And once it hits, it's gotta be it, and that's it. After that, I don't feel like they're holding on to albums in a sense the way that. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much. Dude, it's so many. It's so much music coming at you, man. It's like the guy that has, I don't know, 100 girls, man. It's like, how do you expect him to have any feelings towards, you know what I'm saying, like 100 girls? You're spreading yourself too thin. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's impossible. I would say in our days we had albums come out. There was like a select few that came through in that window, you know, for albums that came out, and you had time to digest all of them. But now, man, you got shit coming out this Friday, you got shit coming out next Friday, and then Friday after that, and before you know it, like, when the last time you played that crit?
Yesterday.
Oh, you worked that. Yeah?
Played that shit yesterday.
Yeah, you played your shit yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, I played I played a couple of tracks from it, but like for me, that's one of the albums that don't get as much play as commonly do. I tend to play music that, like I played, like maybe Kendrick. I played Kendrick's Damn, and I played Kendrick's To Pimp a Butterfly while I was cleaning the place up the other day. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much music. It's not even that Crit's album isn't good. Crit's album's great. You know, it's just that it's so much out, man. It's like, and you forget, you know, sometimes you just forget that this shit even came out, you know?
Inside of Prince.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you. I play. Yo, no dope. Yo, no dope on Sundays, man. No dope on Sundays, man. I love that record, bro. I love that shit. Yeah.
So those albums for me get played like every day I'm in the gym.
Yeah, I work out to let's see. I was the last thing I worked out to. Actually, I worked out to Pac's Greatest Hits. Cause I was watching All Eyes on Me though, so you know, kind of getting that groove where it's like, let me hear some Pac and see, you know, just, you know, you feel like listening to that shit. But yeah, it's just so much. I mean, the music is just coming out, bro. We just get flooded with this shit, bro. Like, I think we need to control, gotta control like what's coming, you know, what's coming out. NERD is what I play, and I wouldn't necessarily call that rap. That's like that's alternative, I don't know, rock or some shit. But that's the album I've been playing a lot lately. Yeah, NERD. What else was I say? Yeah, so like, I guess we create like, yeah, I mean, time has passed long enough. It's just wild to think that Jeezy's been in like the game for so long. Like, you can actually make a legitimate greatest hit CD, and I just wonder, like, if it was up to you, like just naming like a few records that are just standout tracks by Jeezy, what would you put on like a greatest hit CD with him on it?
Then when he got that like the bird, that should be that most definitely.
Yeah, like based on, let's go off of I want to say
Strap In. What's that one
from
first album?
Yeah, I know you talking about Strapped In. I'm iced out. A nigga play. It's lights out.
That will be up there.
Cost a cool $250,000.
It's another one I play all the time. Sound like Mary J. Blige or some shit on it. That'll probably be up there. I'm a Survivor will probably be up there. What else will probably be up there? What's another one? I Need a Vacation.
Yeah, I mean, legitimate like hits off of the first album. The intro can definitely be. I think the intro should be the first track.
I'm saying, like, you see how long the album lasted. They had like 5 hit songs off that one album, and it lasted like almost over a fucking year. You don't have music do that anymore, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's rare.
It's so different. It's just different, man.
So good that it lasts like over
like
a year.
Like I heard Drake's new records or whatever that he got in the singles and shit. But I don't know, man. I just don't attract to like Drake. Like when I listen to Drake, I don't find myself being instantly attached to his music, if that makes any sense. It's not that I don't like Drake, because Doing It Wrong is like one of my favorite records by Drake. That is my favorite album for that matter. Take Care is my favorite album besides the title track because he got Rihanna on it. I do not like Rihanna's music for the most part. I just find her to be very.
I didn't like Rihanna's music. I like that last album.
I just find her to be annoying. That's all. I just find her music to be annoying. I find her. She's beautiful. Now that she got that weight on her, good God, have mercy. Yeah, let me tell you, man. I didn't look at her before. I look at her now. Like yeah, man. Yeah, Rihanna would wait. Rihanna would wait is something to talk about, man. You got like the folks out there in the media crucifying her for a weight gain, trying to call her fat and shit. Fuck y'all, man. Real shit. Fuck y'all. I mean, she wasn't ugly. She's not. She's always been just beautiful. I just didn't find her to be that appealing to me. But Rihanna, skinny. Yeah, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. But like Rihanna with this recent weight gain, God, man, she moving, man. The island girls, yo, the island girls. It is
she influenced already, as you want to say.
Basically, you can call it that. You can call it that, man. But it's a very beautiful woman, to say the least. But like we were saying back on the whole greatest hits thing with Jeezy and shit, like, man, like legitimately off the first album, yeah, we can come up with at least 5 tracks. Like the first track, I would say Standing Ovation. Yeah, Standing Ovation I guess could be one. But like gangster music, yeah, gangster music can make it.
Oh yeah, I love gangster music.
Gangster music can make the cut. What's the track that come on after gangster music? It's the one that comes on right before the one that was a single with Manny Fresh. Get the damn track. Oh well, I lost that. And then the joint with the joint with Trick Daddy and T.I., right? Is it T.I. on that track with him? No, Young Buck. It's Young Buck. That's the shit. Last of a Dying Breed. And then it's the single, and then that shit with Jay-Z. That's what that is. The shit with Jay-Z. Go Crazy. The single, yeah, Go Crazy. I guess Go Crazy could make it. Just from being a single, it would make the greatest hits thing. I definitely give it to My Hood. My Hood was classic, Every time I do it for my hood. That can make it. I definitely want that one shit, man. I'm one of the realest niggas to ever do this shit, man. I came in the game with everything I motherfucking wanted. It's just about respect for me. That shit knocks, yo.
It's peanut butter.
Yeah. And then of course my one shit, That's How You Feel. That's How You Feel gotta be on it. Of course, Soul Survivor. Soul Survivor can make the greatest hits cut. And then I would say the last 2 joints, the one with the Maze featuring Frank Beverly sample, that shit nasty. Talk to Him, yeah. Talk to Him was nasty, but Air Force Ones for sure, man. Air Force Ones was the winner right there. That was a single off of a mixtape actually, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I was off of one of his first mixtapes, the Air Force track. I went from old school Chevys to drop top Porsches. You couldn't walk a mile off in these Air Forces, and you ain't did what I did. Yeah, that shit go hard, dog. And those are standout tracks. We just named about 7? That's 7 off of one album. Second album. Intro was nasty. The one with the Final Fantasy sample. What's it called? The realest nigga alive. Yeah, that shit.
Oh, you talking about that?
Yeah, can't even lie. A day like this is gonna be a hell of a night. You know what it is? That's the name of the shit. You know what it is. And then what's the shit? I guess the I love it. Yeah, I love it. Be a greatest hit. That the joint with R. Kelly gets old, but I don't know. I'm not gonna count that as a greatest hit. But the Timbo shit, 3 in the morning is nasty, man. And then the one right after that, the what's that? What's the shit? The motherfucker. I'm the motherfucking realist. The realist. Yeah, the realist. The realist will make it. What you talking about? Uh, and then what's the shit with his crew on it? What them homeboys called? Corporate. What the fuck are they called, man?
CTE.
CT. Yeah, I think. What the fuck is it? Corporate Thugs or whatever. Corporate Thugs. Yeah, I think that's the name of them. With what's the cat that he used to fuck with all the time? He don't fuck with him no more. Blood Raw, and then Slick Puller. On that one shit. I keeps it gangster and they love that shit. And then I Got Money. I Got Money was nasty. And then even the last track, man, that last track was it was just classic. And then like going through his third album, we ain't even got, saying like the most recent. I mean, a lot of the most recent albums just have a lot of hot singles on it. What was GC's most recent album that came out?
On the last one that came out was I didn't get that one.
I have it. I just couldn't remember. I'm drawing a blank. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so much music coming out, man. I really forgot. Let me take a look. Jeezum. Let's go here. New Jeezum. Pressure. That's right. Yeah, Pressure. That album's nasty. The joint that Valet interlude, that's like one of them hits. But I'm saying, like we was talking before we did the show, Jeezy always got an anthem. You know what I'm saying? Like the one shit we had with Future, Way Too Gone. Way Too Gone's the greatest hit. What else? That turn up shit with DJ, the DJ drama shit that be bumping. Like, I mean, it's a few artists. It's like with greatest hits, I wouldn't know really what to how to classify it. Like a legitimate Jay-Z greatest hit album. I would say if you had to select 10 songs from
I'm not on it.
You got unable to do it, huh?
It's too much shit, man. And even doing a Jeezy one, I feel like I'm leaving a lot of shit out.
Yeah.
Because he got some mixtapes where it should be.
Oh, his mixtape shit is, yeah.
The mixtapes out there that Jeezy got this fire in his book. I can't do that, man. I can't do no. Just I'm a Jeezy fan, so
yeah.
Right there, I can't do it. Even trying to do this right now, it's like kind of irritating because I can't like.
I'll give you a few. I'm gonna give you a few legitimate bangers, man. Like Jay-Z records, Dead Presidents, both 1 and 2. Can't Out the Hustle. What's the shit? Where I'm From? Yeah, Where I'm From for sure. That beat is sick, man. That beat is that's one of the hardest beats Jay's ever done. Brooklyn's Finest with Biggie. Let's see, going through the album, the shit, Imaginary Player. Yeah, Imaginary Player for sure.
Imaginary Player.
Yeah, Imaginary Players. Fuck.
What about One Now Hustler?
Yeah. That album was dope. The Soon You'll Understand off of that album. Yeah, Soon You'll Understand is so cold, man.
Yo, I'm just blazed to be a fucking criminal back in the day on the beat.
Yeah, and he loved to play video games. Like Jay used to get on that fool. He talks about it in the documentaries. Like, man, this dude always playing video games, man. It's like I can see him saying the same thing about us, man. If you were ever to discover us, call us cranking out hits.
Yo, I'm put it like that, yo. Just blaze. What's the nigga 50 got? Is it Shy Money?
Yeah, Shy Money.
God damn, that motherfucker used to be stupid on beats, bro.
Yeah.
God dang, Shy Money. If you ever out there, nigga, I bow down.
Let me ask you. What do you think about 50's catalog? Do you think he could come out? You think he could have a legitimate greatest hits CD?
I think most of the stuff come from like 3 albums though. Either come from like the Stealing album, it either come from Get Rich or Die Trying, and probably
Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack.
Curtis, and then what was his first album called?
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh yeah, Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah.
I mean, get Rich or Die Trying, then get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack, Curtis, and then whatever that second one was.
No, and then the G Unit. The G Unit.
Yeah, that too. That too. I like the G Unit album. The G Unit album was great.
The G Unit album will be fucking G Unit. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. You know what's wild? Young Buck is gonna go. He's gonna go swept under the rug, man. Like a lot of people are not gonna know.
The album was so fucking fire.
His new shit, man. Oh man, this dude is so great.
Yo, people sleep on Bucks.
It came out the same week as Jay though. Yeah, that's why motherfuckers didn't pay attention to it. That's why he was upset.
Young Buck got fire shit, man. Always
his
will
intro.
Have stop sleeping on Buck.
His intro.
That series where it was like 10, 15 something thousand. I mean, it's like 12 something, whatever.
Yeah.
One was like 12 bullets or something crazy shit. I can't remember what it was. It was good. Like, come on, stop sleeping on Buck. Yeah. Oh, hell, I got Augie Doggy.
Yeah.
If you ain't got on Monster Hunter, get on that Monster Hunter. It's Grand Theft Auto and you hunt monsters. Yeah. I'm telling you. Open world. And you and a group of people beat monsters' ass all day. This thing go hard, bro.
Yeah. Who you Yeah. So that what else you want to say to folks, man? Before we kind of close up shop, we didn't talk about.
They on that Monster Hunter. That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter. Go watch Black. Is Black Panther out?
Black. I don't know. That's a good ass question. What's today?
I saw commercials for it. And it said like tickets Friday.
I don't know.
Thinking it came out like Thursday night or something.
I don't know if it came out this week or next week. I don't know.
I think it's probably this week.
Maybe. But, yeah, I don't have anything else, man. I'll probably say whatever. I mean, we got topics to talk about on 2 Cents, which is coming up not too shortly after this, so definitely stay tuned. For that, for those that are listening live through Facebook Live. And forgive me for being a little bit under the weather. You can hear in my congestion. I got like this Biggie Shine my song thing going on right now, but
good up in the right ball.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know nothing about that.
What's a great battle that folks should probably watch though, man?
I'm going back watching old battles right now, man. If you haven't watched JC versus Chef Trez, yo, look for Chris Benoit line by JC. It's not Chef Trez was gunning too, man. But that's a good battle. I went back and watched Loaded Lewis and Calico again because I had to hear some funny shit.
Yeah.
And recently, there's a dude called what's the white guy's name? Fook, the MC versus Bricks Belvedere. Fire battle. Fire.
Yeah.
White boy got bars.
White boy got bars.
Yo, they be a lot of those dudes in King of the Dot that don't get like the recognition they deserve.
URLTV.tv.
Bleeding out. Bleeding. He hit me with the bleed.
This motherfucker on that Monster Hunter. Yo, from Romy Mac and Karoon Bay. Yo, we out for now, but stay tuned.
I'm out, man. I'm out. Yo.